Again, more of the same, you guys, just more practice. I've been saying all along, practicing, doing the balancing makes you better, and that's part of the reason why we're doing what we're doing. It's just getting more practice. And so this one, we're doing the type of reaction. Again, some of you are beyond putting those letters up there. If you don't need them, don't put them up there. So this one could be synthesis. We could also do this one. This one could be two different correct answers because of that oxygen all by itself. So it could be a synthesis or a combustion. Number 2 looks exactly the same. But you don't need to answer both, you guys. Just one of them. I will point out number 4. Notice over here, oxygen is all by itself. But remember, the difference, notice the placement of the oxygen. In numbers 1 and 2, oxygen's in the reactants. That's what makes it combustion. Notice in number 4, oxygen is in the products. So remember, if you see oxygen all by itself in the products, that is not a combustion. To be combustion, oxygen has to be all by itself in the reactants. So that sometimes trips kids up. So just keep that in mind. To be combustion, oxygen has to be in the reactants. And on this sheet might be a little easier than the other ones because there's blanks on it. What the blanks mean, right here, you have to figure out the numbers. Where there isn't a blank, that's guaranteed to be the number 1. So don't change that. We'll leave that one alone. And so now as I'm balancing this one, let's see, I've got 2 oxygen there, 2 oxygen right there. So I need to put a 2 there because 2 times 1 is 2. So now I have 2 oxygen, but now 2 times 2 is 4. Well, what number times 1 is going to get me to a 4? I need a 4 right there. And so moving through these a little faster, hopefully they're making sense. But that's a balanced chemical equation, so I'll get rid of the stuff that we don't need. There's a balanced chemical equation for this one. Number 2. 2 oxygen, and that's a 1 right there, and it's going to stay since there's no blank. That means the 1 is good. So we've got to figure out here and here. We've got to change those 2 numbers. So wherever there's a blank, we need a new number. And in order to get a 2 right there, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2, so that makes good for the oxygens, but hydrogens, 2 times 2 is 4. So I come over here. What number times 2 is going to get me to a 4? Well, that would be a 2. And there's our balanced chemical equation. So again, I'll get rid of the stuff that I don't need. There's our balanced chemical equation.